Hi, it's Chris with Flourish Yoga, and I just wanted to pop in really quickly and explain kind of like in person what this is all about. So we've had a lot of talk this week about the daily essentials, the spring cleanse, and then this whole Ayurveda thing, which is like, what the heck is she talking about? And I know I've had lots of conversations with people that's like, I just don't know what you do. And so let's just clarify that, right? So right now we're going into spring. And so spring cleanse is super important to clear out some of the gunk and the channels because over the winter your body naturally puts on a winter coat. So if you look at like the dogs, the shaggy dogs, or the wolves, or the coyotes, we had one running through our front yard earlier this week, and it's just a matter of nature naturally does this. We as humans have got so totally out of sync with nature that we don't necessarily realize some of these things that are happening and we don't know what to do about them. And so this is what Ayurveda is really all about, is understanding this natural cycle of your day and of the seasons and getting your life back in sync. And when we do that, and when we learn about this in the daily essentials, that's what really gets you back on track. It's just like, oh, I can feel energized without having 3 cups of coffee, right? I can sleep really well at night without having, to take any medications or anything to do that because my body is just naturally in that I'm attuned to when my body wants to go to sleep and I'm not, overshooting that or trying to go too early. I just, feel it's like, oh, I'm tired. Time to go to bed. Anyways, that's the daily essentials. And it is amazing to me how the simplest things can make a huge difference. And so we learn in there about the daily rhythm. We learn in there about the different foods that fuel your body because everybody is different, right? We all have this kind of different chemical makeup in our body and different foods are going to nourish us and different foods are going to like deplete us. And it's important to kind of know that. And once you know it, it's like this big aha, oh, that's totally why I've never liked this. Right? So you can like let go of ever having to eat that again. Or it's like, oh, that's why I'm drawn to this because I'm looking for something to like to emotional eating or something like this. But really, if I did this instead, I'd be better off. So that's what we learn in the daily essentials. The spring cleanse, we're losing the motivations, high motivation time of Mother Nature. So spring is this like emerging time. But in this garden, so if you imagine your garden and you don't clear away the muck and all these new plants grow up, it gets to be a mess. And the new plants can't properly grow because the old leaves and stuff are still around there. So they get kind of all twisted and they don't grow to their full effect. And the same thing with us. If we don't clear away that winter coat that we've put on, clear out the junk from our channels, we get more inflammation, aka pain, allergies, different things within our body, and we just have this heaviness. And so last year, incidentally, in 2020, we didn't do a lot of spring cleaning. We didn't get moving and get going because the world shut down. Right? And so then we had this heaviness that carried through the whole time. So now is our opportunity to let that go and to clear that out from last year and this year. So it's super important to do this. And that's why we're going to start off the daily essentials right now with a kickstart with the spring cleanse. And so you can do the spring cleanse totally on its own. It's a standalone thing. If you're just like, I want to see what this is about, what this community is about, or I just need a little boost, then join the spring cleanse. The link is down below. If you're like, yeah, I want to like do this, I want to do it properly, and I want to like really make a big change in my life this year, then, and it doesn't really take a lot of time. You can see from the testimonials yesterday, it's like really simple things, but it's just like, oh, this totally makes sense. And now I feel like I'm on track again. And that's what the daily essentials is all about. So take a look at those. This is like, oh, one more thing on this. There's like these all things coming together. I was working with and some support staff or with a VA to help me kind of put this through this year, and she had the idea of doing $100 off, and I had the idea of adding spring cleanse in, and so actually you get this like, well, you get, if you join the daily essentials, you get the spring cleanse for you and a friend, so that's like $200 plus $100, you get $300 off, which was kind of a fluke. We didn't really mean to do that. And so you get like an extra little bonus as to what the price is. The price will not be that low again. I will catch that the next time around because there is so much value to the course. And so but right now you just get this, little extra boost to join the community. So even if you can't start it right now, maybe summer is your better season, or maybe in a couple weeks, you'll have things like cleared off that, yeah, I can do that. Join now and we'll adjust your start date so that you can take advantage of this little, little slight little error in pricing and still join the community. So go ahead and check it out. I don't like to do the last minute, card is closing type thing, but the sale does end tonight. So check that out today. Clear some space off, kind of think about it, and see if that this is really something that you want to take the leap. It is hard to explain because it is really kind of simple when we get down to it, but it makes such amazing life-changing results for you. All right, see you on the inside.